7, the Honourable Parekura Horomia.
Mr. Speaker, to the Prime Minister, does he stand by his recent comments about proposed changes to the Foreshore and Seabed Act that I don't think people will notice a lot of change?
The Honourable Bill English on behalf of the Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Prime Minister, yes, because for most New Zealanders, public access to the seabed and foreshore will be protected. But for those who gain the right to access the courts again, it will be a significant change.
The Honourable Parekura Horomia.
Mr. Speaker, how can the Prime Minister reconcile that comment with the comment by Honourable Peter Sharples on Checkpoint yesterday that this is very different to the current law?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr. Speaker, because this whole issue has arisen because of different points of view about what it means for the Crown to have designated ownership of the seabed and foreshore, or for it to be available for claims and customary rights. So for those who
Order, I apologise, Minister. Point of order, the Honourable Rodney Hyde.
Once again, Mr. Speaker, we can't hear what the Minister's saying. There's nothing provocative being said, and it's...
Order, a point of order is being heard and there will not be interjection. But I've heard the member's point of order and it's a perfectly fair point of order. There was absolutely unnecessary noise from the opposition benches on this occasion because the Minister wasn't being provocative. He asked a serious question and the Minister was answering it. The Honourable Bill English. Point of order, the Honourable Trevor Mallard.
He said, first of all, he couldn't hear the Minister, and then he said nothing provocative was being said. Both can't be true.
Order, there's no need to take this matter any further. I'm not going to take that matter any further. The Minister had asked a question. The Honourable Bill English was answering. The question was, how does the Minister reconcile some things? The Minister was explaining how he does reconcile some things. Honourable Bill English.
Mr. Speaker, those statements illustrate the challenge of finding a lasting solution to this issue. The fact is, it'll look different depending on your point of view. Under the proposals that are out in the discussion document, for most New Zealanders, there will be little change because their interest in the seabed and foreshore consists of access to it, and that won't change. But for many Maori, they want the opportunity to test their customary rights, and I think the Labor Party just has to accept that the bill they passed didn't amount to a lasting solution, and I hope that they can apply themselves to finding a lasting solution this time, because last time they failed.
The Honourable Parekura Horomia. Order, I've called the Honourable
Mr. Speaker, I couldn't quite hear, but did he just say that...
Is this a point of order?
Yes.
A point of order, the Honourable Parekura.
That there'd be little change?
The member mustn't seek to litigate an answer by way of point of order.
And I'm asking him.
If the member point of order is being heard, if the member couldn't hear, he's only got his colleagues to blame. Now I invite whoever's going to ask a supplementary question, the Honourable David Parker, and let's have a little more reasonableness with interjection. The Honourable David Parker.
Does the Prime Minister stand by his position reported on page 1 of the Dominion Post this morning that the government would stick with the status quo if agreement could not be reached?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr. Speaker, yes.
Question number 8, Dr. Jackie Blue.
Mr. Speaker.